What to tell the girls, the women have to know it. Hashem says, Ani Hashem Mordechai. All the sicknesses that I put in age, I'm not going to put on you. And I am your Lord. Ani Hashem Mordechai. I want to see some most Pedro Pasuk. Read the Pasuk. Vayomer, Im Shemo Tishmo Lako, Hashem Alakecha. If you listen to Hashem, V'Hayosha Bein of Tasa, you do straight things in the eyes of God, not what you think is straight, not what you think is correct, but what? What's straight in the eyes of who? Not my eyes, not your parents. Whose eyes? And what do you do? V'Hazanta, pull your ears. Yeah, pull your ear. Your earring, come on. V'Hazanta, and you'll listen to his mission. V'Shomarta kol chukav. You follow all his chok. What is a chok? Regulations that don't have, you don't understand why or what. So God understands. Kol hamachlo asher samti mitzrayim lo asimcha. You won't get the diseases of Now, is this just a schar, or this is like a metzias? If you keep the Torah, so automatically that guarantees you, even al pi teva, even without schar, that is it magic, or that's the metzias? So we like to say that's the metzias. It's ki ani Hashem because I am what? Your Lord. We have the kasha. Is it magic? Like schar, mystical. If you do the mitzvah, like magic is going to happen. No. Like you go to a doctor, and the doctor says eat these foods and eat this. You go to a herbalist. It is, you sleep and eat properly. So it's the physical. Why do you look so down? The Hashem pulling from what the brother was saying. That wonderful thing. Okay. Then Rashi. So Rashi explaining, what is Im Shemo Tishmu is the Kabbalah you did. Tasud is the Maisasiyah. Hazanta, you push the ears to Dagdik and Kol Chukov, even the Gzeres HaMelech, without a reason. And the Yitzhak says, what are you doing it for? Like not wear Klayim, not eat Chazia, or Aduma. So eating Chazia is a chok. Lo asim alecha. It says, Im osim harihu koloi hushma. Can you get upon you? Don't worry, I'll take care of it. And the mechilta learn lefi pshuto. Ki ani Hashem reifecha. I'm your doctor. Umalabedcha Torah u'mitzvot. I teach you the Torah mitzvot. Leman tinotzel mehem. Koroi fazeh ha'imel adam al teichal devarim hamach shemachzirim oischol lidei chayli. Don't eat these things that cause you the trouble. Don't eat this, eat this. They tell you what to do.
It's part of this practice.
That's right. The doctor's like a doctor. The Mechilta is just like a doctor says what to do. The Torah is your doctor. When I was a young boy, so we would write notes that why we were missing from school. So we said we went to the doctor. Who's the doctor? The Rambam, the Torah. Right there, it's right. The doctor says this and the doctor says that. Couldn't go to school today. Why can't we go to school today? The doctor says that. To learn Torah, you have to do this. Mitzvah. The doctor. Or the Rambam is the doctor. Now he adds the following words, which is very interesting to those people or involved in homeopathic medicines and all these type of things. You ever heard of homeopathic medicine? What is that? These healthy foods. It's a herb, etc. V'zehu izun mitzvot. What does izun mitzvot mean? Tashmat ma ze izun? Ma ze izun? Ma ze izun? Balance. That the mitzvahs make you balanced. Now, in some girsos, remove izun mitzvahs. But ours, in the old Chumashim, have it. The modern Chumashim that they get from Oxford and etc. Girsos Rashi, it's out. But the old Chumashim and our Chumashim has izun mitzvah. What is izun mitzvah? Well, just like in health, your body has to have yin and yang, the positive, negative. You got to be balanced. So, what balances a person? According to this Rashi, mitzvah. Why should mitzvahs balance you? So first you got to get the theory of health. How does the theory of health work? Our theory of health is like where the homeopaths got it from, that the man basically is healthy, and basically the body wants to be healthy, and if it gets sick, the body rejuvenates itself. The same thing as the Torah. Let's say, Chas v'Shalom, the time of Moshe Rabbeinu died, we lost thousands of halachas. What do? With pilpul, they brought it back. So the Torah can rejuvenate itself. It says a life force, it grows, it can rejuvenate. It says in the Rambam, in Hilchas, in the laws of Gerushin, let's say a person doesn't want to do mitzvahs or tzedakah or whatever he wants to do. So we hit him in order that it weakens his Yetzer Hara. And then it gives his body, his real self, to be able to do the mitzvahs, what he really wants to do, and do God's will. Because everybody really wants to do God's will. But the Yetzer Hara stops you. So we weaken the Yetzer Hara, and you do what he wants. Because basically, the soul is a health. Basically, the body wants health. But we eat the wrong foods, we sleep the wrong way, we do the wrong things. So therefore you get rid of the bad, so then you're able to live better on the positive and let the real body develop. But really, in mitzvahs, what really develops ourselves? This is interesting for you. We have a Rashi. I told the boys, but I'll repeat it again. I want to teach the women this. That in the pasuk in Shmos, Ani HaShem Rofecha. So Rashi learns there's girsos that's izun mitzvahs. How do you get your balance of the yin, the yang, the energy, the mind there is through mitzvahs. By doing mitzvahs gives you the balance. Now there are certain things take you away from health, but what gives you strength and energy? What's the fertilizer that gives you energy and power? Vitamin pills, mineral pills, mitzvahs. Mitzvahs be'al machavero, mitzvahs of Isha Kshera listens to her husband, mitzvahs of Shabbos. These things give you strength. Doing chesed, that gives you strength. But more than strength, it balances you. And when you balance, the germs don't attack. When does a germs attack? When the body is down, sick. What? When does it attack? When you're down, depressed, sick, not healthy. Then the sicknesses attack and bother you. But if you're healthy, the sicknesses, the germs don't attack. Or certain germs attack anybody. So basically the body will fight most germs. The same thing if you're healthy. You have bitachon and emunah to get rid of depression, gets rid of this, you're happy. You don't have to worry. You have bitachon and emunah, you don't worry about your matzah. You don't get nervous. So because you're happy in your life. You don't have kinata. So you're happy, so you're able to live and you function. Ups and downs, you're able to handle. When can't you handle? When they say the Yetzer Hara, I guess it really means you're not healthy. Because you're following your tithe, all the games and scripts that you have and all these ideas. So when you're not healthy, what happens? All the diseases come. All disease means disease. You're missing the balance. So one way is, like the Rabbi in Hilchas Deos, chapter 4, Halacha tells us there that what? If you eat these certain foods, you guarantee. How can Rambam guarantee health? The answer is, because basically the body is healthy. There's certain things that stop you from health. You eat the healthy food, that means a situation where your body can work, then it will function right.
So he's talking about when a person is spiritually healthy and they're doing the Torah. He's not talking about...
No, spiritual. Because we hold, our theory is that your sickness also comes to spirit. And when you're every aver in your body, if you do the mitzvahs, what happens? Then nothing, no physical.
There are people, they're tzaddikim that look weak, but this Mashkiach, what do we look on? So one of them was sick his whole life.
I think it was sick to start with. The Rambam starts if you're healthy to start with. If you're sick to start with, then you have to change. But
even someone doing mitzvahs and everything, you could...
Yeah, but you see, because also one of the mitzvahs is take care of your health. And you have to follow the Chachamim. See, by following the Rambam, you're actually bending down to the view of the Chachamim to follow what they say, what to eat and what not to eat. And the truth of the matter is, you need control. What you eat, what you don't eat. Not only the diet to look thin, but to be healthy. Eat everything. That's a very important thing. Eat Hashem Shemayim, eat it in order to worship Hashem. So that changes the balance of who you are and what you are. And that's the way you get health, yes.
I don't understand what you answered, Rabbi. When the Rambam says if you eat these things, you will be healthy, based on the fact that you're already doing Torah and mitzvah.
That's right.
Oh, okay. He's not saying that a person who's not doing the right thing, and like the Greeks, take care of your body.
No, because he says clearly.
If you're already doing the Torah,
because,
then you also be healthy.
Yeah, but why is that so? Since the body is controlled, the body and the soul, so you need a combination. If the soul is healthy, then it will help the body. But if the body doesn't eat the right foods, it can't help the soul. And the Rambam says clearly that if you have a sick body, you can't really worship God properly or things straight. So you need a healthy body and a healthy soul. Yes.
Well, the person that's, let's say, doing the mitzvahs and the proper avodah Hashem, let's say is not eating, let's say, up to par, or let's say they can't afford it, they eat whatever they eat, and isn't that also a place where you say that person, Hashem will bless that person with health because he's doing...
I didn't like the word not afford. There's no she's not afford. Because most of the healthy things are cheap.
If you make your own bread...
Okay. But the real truth is, you go out into the street and you go into the garden, you pick up dandelion leaves and you'll pick up so really basically the body really doesn't eat. It's all around everywhere. The teretz is that we're in a false society with all our things. So in our society eating unhealthy things, so that you talk about but the real truth is, you look at all the tzaddikim, what do they eat? What do they do? It's very limited what they eat and what they do. So that way...
Very simple ways of eating.
That's right. And that doesn't cost so much. And that doesn't cost so much. Am I right? It's when you want taste and the negative, we had a little Rashi, you missed it, we almost at the end, but anyway, it goes like this, that Rashi says that the Almighty is the Rofa.
Is that?
Is the Rofa, is the healer. Now, Ani HaShem Rofecha, I am the one that heals you. Now Rashi adds that, interesting, not in all Girsos and Rashi, but some, which we have, which are the older ones. It says, the mitzvahs are izun, meaning makes the balance. Now the word balance in our language means the yin, the yang, the positive. In that way, the mitzvahs give us the balance. That's very important. What?
How do we know what mitzvah is Ma'adif, as in prefer to another mitzvah?
You see, and you have to look into, but you have Ramachi, Bonim Shesogidim, you have certain parts of the body when we don't know, but there were charts that say if you do these things, it affects this part of your body. So you have to get them healthy. Now, we explained it to you, if your body's healthy, or your soul is healthy, and be talking about moon of happiness and everything else. So then the Yetzer Hara doesn't dance around, which is you won't have kinnis in a kaiva, and you won't have disease. Your body will fight it because the body rejuvenates itself, and the soul rejuvenates itself, and the soul searches, and the body doesn't. So, but it also, even if and what keeps the body its balance? So just like the food keeps the body together, eat the right food. So too the mitzvahs will make an izun, will give the balance to the soul that now will work now. Therefore, the health comes from the soul and the body, which is two parts. And if you do the mitzvahs right, but you don't do the food, it's also right. You do the food, don't do the mitzvahs, also right, because you have body and soul. So therefore you need the balance. But what does it? The mitzvah. So what gives you your energy? What gives you your balance? Just like a person has a headache, takes a pill. What's the matter? What's that? Just like you take a pill, you need vitamin deficiency. So you have mitzvah deficiency because you need it for a balance. And without it, you're unbalanced. See, the God who gave to us, the Jews, and the Goyim not. We're lucky that we have mitzvahs who give the balance. Now, as you do the mitzvah in quality, it's like getting a pill. You get good vitamin pills. You get organic, healthy one. Does that help you? You get these kinds of numbers. You just have to know how much and what. In order to get the same thing as the mitzvahs are the qualities that will help build up your being. So you get a mitzvah not only you're getting a mitzvah and you think of reward in the next world, it helps you in this world, give you the balance. And then we get mitzvah, goreres mitzvah. So it's like it's a lead on, it moves you to another step. It has a life force. What's life? Not in itself dead, it moves to the next. It makes you grow. That's a life force. Mitzvahs are the life force. And the life force gives you the vibrancy, but it gives you the balance. Now I want to explain what balance means. Yeah? What?
The more mitzvahs you do, moves you up into your door.
Yeah, but I want to say more. I'll say the quality of the mitzvah that you do.
No, but then
Plus the quantity, right?
Yes, so because you do mitzvah, that we do other mitzvahs.
Yeah. What does that mean? It means it has a life force. It means that if you're healthy, what does healthy people do? They do healthy things. Sick people do hang on to sick things. So if you're healthy, you want to get close to God, so God opens the door. But derech shodom rotze leilech molichem, the way you want to go, what happens? The malachim actually pull you. When you would go to the when you go to Rabbi Vassman for a bracha, so I can give you a bracha. But derech shodom rotze leilech, the way you want to go, God pushes you, the mitzvah pushes you. If one grows, you get growth. You should make a decision, you want to grow. So God opens the door for you. So it gives health and more health. And don't forget, there's no end until you perfect yourself and grow. But the basis is mitzvah. When you're down and out, what do? Well, you put on makeup, you change your clothing, you go out. Now, you're down on street, what should you do? More mitzvah. Look for a mitzvah. Look for a mess mitzvah. Look for another mitzvah.
Maybe I'm sure you answered this before, but let's say if a person is, like Shoshan asked, that there are gezeres, right? That's the meal. And it happens that sometimes Hashem, for whatever reason, we don't know, people have gezeres, even though they're doing mitzvahs.
Yeah. But we're talking about the general.
Right.
But there are ways to break gezeres. As a person has these, what they say, take, instead of 300 units or 5 units of vitamin C, take 6,000. You know what I mean? You read the books in the health book. Like this, you gotta be. They say I read Adele Davis years ago. I never heard of the woman. Have you heard of the woman? She says guys with alcohol, people missing vitamin B. Well, I can understand. I don't know if it's true or not, but I do know that. Why does a person go to something? Because you're not happy. There's a chemical imbalance. Well, vitamin, so you take the things that gives you balance, gives you health. When you're down and out, get betochen and moon, get energy, and then you don't worry about society and your friends around you. When you're down, change your attitude. What is changing your clothing and your face and going and doing? Change your attitude. Get that pep energy. Don't let be down and push down. So you have to do something. What do we do? Mitzvahs. What do we do? Keep the Torah. Follow its ways. And that should give us the positive, and we don't go to the downs. Not up and down, it's always up and more up. But the idea being that in the refuah aspect, we add the word izun mitzvahs. It means a lot of people cut it out, and I don't think they understand what izun mitzvah. Izun means the balance of mitzvah. You have to read the Rashi. I read it again. I'll read it again. You came a little late. I'll read it. You went to the doctor. What? What the what?
Where the Rashi is?
Shmos, Tedvav, Chavov. Right? That's B'Shalach. It says you go to a doctor. The doctor tells you what foods not to eat to do. Same thing to the Torah. The Zehu Izun mitzvahs. You should say this is the direction mitzvahs to protect you. Izun. Very strange. So in our terms we understand that.
Really, the Shema and the three paragraphs, right?
Yeah.
That's supposed to repeat for each one word from an like,
Which one was going to what's here?
Yeah, Avram, you're a
Part
Machir,
of the body. And can you take that literally?
Yeah.
Like, and to say that, because like women don't need to say the whole Shema. But like when you say the whole Shema, word for word, like we should have the kavanah that we're really merakeh.
And you asked Hashem to marapeh.
Because that's a rule of the Torah. Hashem said this heals.
Heal.
Do we have the command to really say it?
You don't need kavanah. You see, this is. I explained it a few weeks ago. How do you get bitachon and emunah quickly? I gave the beginning of the Shulchan Aruch. Hashem, watch what I'm doing. I'm trying to do this mitzvah. Give me my reward. Watch me. Having God consciousness at any moment, calling out to Hashem and asking. That's the beginning. Shvis Hashem means what? In a Hashem, look what I'm doing. You say it to yourself. I'm such a good wife. My husband is very mean to me. I'm going to keep the Torah following. I want to get rewarded. Give me the energy. Right? You talk to Hashem. When you don't talk to Hashem right away. No problem. He listens to you. So right, you get instant bitachon and emunah. You have to put it into practice. It's the same thing. When you're saying the Shema, you got to say, Hashem, I'm saying it, and I have emunah's chachamim, and I want these prayers to help every fiber of my body, every hair of my body to be healed and make it healthier. If you didn't believe in the Torah, if you believe in it, these going to the psychosomatic and all these rules, it worked. But if you believe in the Torah.
That's only for your own body? You can't say the Shema for someone else's
No.
body?
You know, a mother can pray. You can pray for some mother, your children. That helps
With the
also.
Shema?
No. But also, it's a whole problem. We don't use Torah for a fool or for a kamiyah. That's also a little problem. So we don't use it exactly for that. It's not. Well, I have a whole list of kamiyahs I give out. When I go to Florida, I have all these lists of people. I'm known as a miracle man. They all wait in line there, and I get money. That's when how do you make money these days? No, you have all these formulas come in. I have also formulas. I get your name, and you ask any question, I can tell what would be like an iTunes thing I have from Morocco and other countries. I have all these little gadgets I use because these people usually say, yeah, I do it. And these people come from, I have two of my students who are rabbis in a Cuban community. And the Cubans believe in all that. The Ashkenazim, that's why, Ashkenazim. That's why Ashkenazim. And wealthy people, and they come from bracha. They don't give a lot of money to me. They give money to other people, but something I get. And then they sit there and they tell me their problem with bracha. And some of them work. Some of them work. So the ones that work on us. But there's formulas for it. If you don't meet it, can I get me that? One showed you what to do. So, you know what I mean? You need this, you need that. So there's ways of doing it. And meet it, can I get me that? That's all. So people, and you also, you got to really pray to Hashem that these people, can't mention their name. They went to the Chafetz Chaim. I tell over the story. They went to the Chafetz Chaim. A woman, and she'd gone to him 3 times already. She asked, this time I need you to pray for me to do certain things. He said, listen, I'm an old man. I can't fast anymore for a few weeks for you. See, she thought it just gives a quick bracha like that. When the Chafetz Chaim came, what do? He fasted for the person. He prayed for the person. He said, I'm too old now to fast for you. She thought the Chafetz Chaim gave a bracha like that. What did the Chafetz Chaim do? Fasted for the person for a few weeks. I had a friend, Rabbi, not to love it, Zechet Tzadik the bracha. And at 15, he got smicha from the rocket ship. He knew Shas Poiskin Tosef the Sifur Tusho had 15. He was tested by Rakachem. Rakachem only gets 3 smichas in his life. He's one of them. He's 15. Anyway, this guy lost his children, his feeding. Anyway, so he would say before he gave a get, he would fast a week, eat a little bit at night. And they called him a cow, a light person. Well, in America. He came from Europe. What? Yeah, these are people of the old generation. They're not living anymore. This when I was a young boy, they came from Europe. These are the rabbis that came from Europe. European rabbis. So do you think a bracha is quick? It's not a quick thing. It's nothing quick. Thank you. It's not quick. But the answer is, since you want it to work, when you start, you got to cry out to HaShem. And God wants you to pray. God wants you to open your mouth and speak. What is prayer? God knows it's in my heart. It should work because that's what it says. Or God wants you to come on to God and ask God, please, help me, pray. Pray is you have to speak, you have to ask, you have to bend yourself, humble yourself and say the word. If you want it to work, we don't use Torah as a report, but that's what you want to say, look, that's what the Chacham say, I have a Mordechai Chacham HaShem, I'm listening to them, and you like your candles, whatever, you can hug them.
יש עדיפות להתפלל בעברית או רוסית?
כל שפה, HaShem מביא כל שפה.
לא, אני יודעת, אבל יש עדיפות להתפלל בעברית אם מישהו יודע שני שפות?
הם מבינים בעברית.
מה?
הם לא מבינים, יש עדיפות בעברית. זה לשון הקודש, יש עדיפות. כי כל מילה בעברית יש מלוכים ויש סודות וכל מיני. But again, also by the way, you have to know, you should really print it in the Yeshiva's name. When you go to a doctor, or you take medicine, you have to say a special tefillah. It's brought in the Mishnah Berurah. I printed it once, we got to print it again.
Where is it?
In what?
Where is it?
In the print, it's written in Hilchos Brachos. From the bottom, you have to say a certain tefillah. But you got to say that not the doctors or the medicine is helping you. How many people that take medicine? Nobody. Okay, Baruch Hashem. So you got to have a special word that God is helping. You have to say it. What? Here it's on for the HaShem Elokeinu. Yeah. You have to say it. Yeah. We should print it out and give it out to our women.
Is it in the Kitzur Shulchan?
What?
Is it in the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch?
I don't know. I know it's in the Mishnah. I one time did it. We wrote it out. By next week, somebody will print it out. I'll get it together with somebody. Maybe it's supposed to be that'll get a hold of it. We'll do it in English and people will print it out. So let's put it out. That's right. It's this one. Put it out into the. It's there already, but let's spread it more. I put it in the health room. I made a sign in the health room, and they say to bracha. I don't know what happened to them, but in the health room, we haven't heard Tziyon, we haven't. They go for exercise, go to a doctor, you go for massage. You ask me, when you have to say it, what are you really saying? HaShem, I recognize you exist. I know everything comes from you. And I'm following your rules, or I'm bending to you, humble. I have faith in it. So now I'm following your rules, so help out. So it's a prayer, and that's how it works. And the same thing. Now, when you do mitzvahs, however, you don't say let the mitzvah heal, but you will say that mitzvahs, have the benefit of giving you. So when you're down and out, what do you do? Mitzvah. Take a little money for that. Something that's tzedakah. Ask Hashem before you do it. It should help you. It's tzedakah. A tefillah, a healing. It's something to give yourself strength. To give you your balance. Because without mitzvahs, you won't be balanced. Is it because you're not a stable person, or because you need more mitzvahs? Yeah, I said you need more mitzvahs. Therefore, it's a very, very interesting fact. Yeah. But we explained the basic theory is that the human being is healthy, the soul is healthy, rejuvenates, and we only have outside factors that destroy. But at a certain point, if you keep on following the outside factors, it becomes part of you. And it's hard to unhook it. It's like a disease that already is ingrained. You have to take out the cancer, you have to take out the bad parts. But you still have a chance, as long as you're alive, to change, to grow, to become healthy. Healthy is in the mind. The person has bitachon emunah, he won't have kineh, and he's happy what he has. He won't have kineh, taiva, and covered wine. It doesn't mean he's satisfied. He has bitachon. Kineh usually comes from you want somebody else's thing, you're not happy what you have. Taiva, you're missing. What are you missing? Everything you have. And you're positive and you're happy. And cover the same way. What's your problem? And if you want to get your love from God, you get love from God. If you're doing the right thing in the mitzvah, you get it. You have everything. That's if you have the healthy attitude. But it's not a game like they do in that game. Change your attitude. It's more than that. You don't have to be talking. You have to rely upon God. And that's not yourself. And you have to rely upon HaShem. You know it comes from Him. Because that's something solid to lean on. All the rest, it's a head trip and it's only a game. So that eventually the mind knows it's only a game. It's a game. It's a game. So right now,
put your confidence in because you don't put your confidence
at a certain point, you see, there's a certain point it works. A certain point it will not work. It just doesn't work. At a certain point that it falls because it's a game. It's a trick. It's just doing it. It's not real. You can't fool yourself. At a certain point, you can't fool yourself. Certain times, you fool yourself. You want to be fooled, you're fooled. At a certain point, you reach a point where you can't be fooled. So that's the only thing. If you have real bitachon, it's more than just a headspace, personality, etc.
But you have to know who you are. Like, for example, if somebody could say, they have bitachon HaShem, everything worked out all right. But maybe it's hard to have bitachon and it doesn't work out all right.
See,
that's what Hashem didn't give. Hashem only gave that much of a test. Didn't give it worse because that's what He wanted to give. But I'm saying, but it's easy when in the end it's all right.
We discussed that many times. Bitachon and emunah is good when you have it. It's not a question of results that. Then therefore, if you have bitachon emunah, you're going to be happy and rich. So whether you want is rich, you don't want bitachon emunah. It's just a trick. It's a little magic rabbit's foot that you're rubbing to get. So at a certain point, it doesn't work. Because it's a rabbit's foot. It's a game. It doesn't work. Now it happens also like that there's Xeris min hashamayim, etc. But whatever it is, if you hold tight to bitachon emunah, and simcha, etc. So along the line, you see you win. You don't know where and when, but it's not the result, it's your state of being. The result's up to God. Accept God's way. Whatever He does, He does. It's not you to tell Him what to do. You tell God what to do. You're going to ask, right? You have to be in a healthy state of being in God. So I talked about this Rashi the other day. But it fits in with our general pattern of that. It was interesting. Like Izun mitzvah. Izun the balance of mitzvah. It's a strange language.
That means the balance that you get when you're doing mitzvah, but it doesn't mean that you should have a balance in mitzvah.
No.
Too extreme.
No. In Torah, mitzvahs give you a balance.
And so if you see someone who's not balanced, they're not doing mitzvahs correctly.
There's something wrong.
Like if the mitzvahs are making them, if Torah's making them like somehow unbalanced, so they're not.
Can't be.
It's not right.
Can't be. My Rosh Yeshiva said to me, nobody ever got a heart attack or ulcers from the problems with Tosfos and that. Nobody. Somehow, nobody. It doesn't get ulcers.
Because there's such a thing of like there's like now they're finding these kind of problems that people become compulsive and obsessive about different mitzvahs and wash their hands all day or whatever.
But that's a sickness.
So that's not, but it's not the mitzvahs causing it. That's
No, it's the personality. It's called a chota. There's a fellow in Aristotle used to wash his hands all day. Aristotle used to wash his hands all day. Always wash his hands. And everybody knows it's not a normal thing. Cleaning yourself. There's something wrong there.
the kind of balance.
That's what we said, that Moshe Rabbeinu was the biggest of all. High, Avram Chesed and Shlomo Chochmah, because he was balanced. What made the balance? Anivus. Anivus was, even though he had less Chesed and less Chochmah than Shlomo, less than Chesed and Avram, but since he had the balance, he was able to do more, reach a higher height. What? Huh?
You say humble?
Because of Anava, that's a kli to hold. That gives you, that's the kli, that's the way to hold the midos in its proper balance. And that's what he had. More than others. That's why Moshe Rabbeinu is considered above all the other. Any other questions? Well, let me tell you how I look at it. Actually, the best position is to do tshuva.
What?
Tshuva. Repentance, change your ways. That's the first thing.
That's not
But because what's happening, the government, you know what I mean? But since you're living in a society that it's not happening, and Adarabah, man, there was already in the Knesset they wanted to abolish Mila, and they causing all these things about divorcing. Okay, so that's the government's turning to be a democratic government. They want to split church and state eventually. She boys go to the army. Okay, whatever the reason is. So therefore, you definitely have to get your rooms. You definitely have to go right away and get your rooms together. Nobody knows. It seems very strange, that people are just walking around nothing. Before Hitler came, this is like the situation before Hitler. Everybody's walking around, no problem. Hitler won't do it. There's no rules for a Michiganer. Nobody knows what he can do. Nobody. I don't think America knows. Clinton knows. I don't think Israel knows. Nobody knows what the crazy man can do. Crazy man can do. You can say, listen, I'm not going to do nothing and show you made a big mistake, and I'm not. You guys are crazy. I'm okay. We can decide to do this. There's no rules. You can't. A crazy man has no rules. So a crazy man, you have to worry about the crazy man. So you got to do the rooms. You got to get your gas man. You got to get water. You have to get chemicals, the cleaning chemicals that you need, bleach, and you have to do it. You have to know where your kids are at all times. You must know what? Where your children are at all times. Because what's the biggest fear of the parent? Where did your children are? That's right. Are they safe? Are they there? What's going to happen? And this is not shaykh anymore. This is either it works or doesn't work. Today they have such things. They can look into a room and see. They can do so many things today in the world, in today in science. You have no idea. But again, crazy man, there's no rules. Look, what he can do? He can do very simple. He doesn't need a scud. He sends a little box of all these bad germs into somebody that comes into the country. And he goes into Tel Aviv. One guy gives up his life. And he just sprays all over Tel Aviv for a half an hour, all these germs and everything. He doesn't need a scud missile. The crazy man, he needs a scud missile, come over there. You can go there, bring one guy and pay a guy money, or who knows what he does for his life. He's going to be idealized. And he comes and he takes a little box of germs, opens it up, and sprays it. He dies. Have that a scud missile. Anything can be. Arabs can attack. Certain group, they won't attack. Nothing you can do. It'll be quick and fast.
Do you know
What?
about the effects of how it passes into the air and what, how far does it go to people?
Look, we are unprepared. Israel's unprepared. I want to tell you, Israel's unprepared. What they would do if they really worried, they would give out to every yishuv, they give people to have all their whole body these suits that against germs. At least 5-6 people to be able to handle in case the germs come to the area, or chemical. You get nothing. Unprepared. They're relying on miracles. They don't believe in anything that we're miracles.
You're talking about cognitive dissonance.
Pardon me?
You're talking about cognitive dissonance.
That's right.
The whole country is cognitive.
That's right. Terrible. It's like before Germany did. Nobody would believe that the Germans are coming this way. God makes it like crazy, like they don't see what's happening. We have to, Lucha, we have to get the things together. To run that, there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run. How are we going to run? See if there was a place to run and do it. Crazy people, no? They go to New York City and open a box and kill people. They don't know anything. They're not normal. They're not normal people. There's Iran, there's Iraq. They're all not normal people. So they can destroy millions. But they try this million, that million. It's all the same thing. What can you do? There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to go. Nobody knows what to do, how to go. It's like when Germany came, they can run here. What are you gonna do? What's safe? Maybe Alaska. Okay, okay.
Maybe Hashem's going to annihilate them.
We don't know. We'll see what happens. But I definitely got to take it serious. Look, America is very serious about it.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, unless you listen to the news, they have
Look, I was in America 2 weeks ago. I was in America a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Nobody talks about anything. Why? Because Iraq is far over there, not us.
I asked somebody from a crowd even, I said, what are people talking about over there? Nothing, what, he said you couldn't tell me, what is the individual shutting down for, what do we have to worry about?
You don't know, you don't.
People are like,
That's what everybody thinks, but who knows? I mean, if I was Arafat, I would decide now to conquer areas and put my men in and take over. But who knows? Or the other, who knows? You can do 50 things. We don't know. All you have to do is take care of yourself. You don't know what's safe and not safe. You don't know what to do. So you have to do whatever you can do.
Tell me, what about the schools?
Well, definitely for America, tax is going to announce it. There's a crazy world.
how much notice do you have?
What?
How much notice do they give you?
See, I should know myself as a little boy. I was in school. I was a little boy.
Oh, yeah.
Last time?
Well, they give
They'll get noticed. I was a little boy, and they thought Germany was going to come in and bomb America. Somewhere. And they had this air raid. They sent us out of school. They told me, little kid, and I said, listen, you're going to be attacked. You got to go hide in the basement. The set I come home, there's nobody in my house. We had a private house, 3 stories. Where to go? Where to hide? What to do? All alone. I didn't know what to do, how to do. And then in my school, my teachers actually said, you got to go home. You got to hide. You got to get some water. There's going to be, I don't know, a little kid. I don't know. I'd run home, and nothing happened. And what?
The problem is the panic. Yes, go out and buy. Yes, I said that to you earlier. Yes, go out and buy. But what happens is the panic. The panic that's going on in other areas. No, it's not happening in Jersey. In fact, they're laughing as they're selling the rolls of paper, the tapes and everything, and it's all over them. And they're just laughing, and their kids doing it, and they're, you have to give you the whole 5 shekels, give you 3 shekels. I mean, it's like laughing.
But it's serious.
But in other parts of the country, they're terrified. But the panic, that's what I'm concerned about more than anything else. The panic is not.
See, when we don't know what a crazy man can do. Either maybe they'll get a lot of Arabs to come in and kill them. And just jump up and go. The Yeshiva has 30,000 bullets. So many. Who says bullets in a thing? Maybe bullets are. Yeah, don't know. I don't know, I can't answer that. But I will say definitely prepare. What? What?
I was speaking today, I spoke to Tziyon.
I know, he called me up and told me, you heard on the radio, they'd be paid 20. You gotta take, John, you gotta take it serious. That's what you be prepared. Get food, get water, and be prepared.
Well, this thing, 6, 7 years ago, we had all this in papers. Everything was put out, what you have in your house.
But I'll tell you, today, people are not taking it serious, and it's a serious story.
Something that you can relate.
Yeah, but you're talking about a crazy man. He's not attacking us, we're attacking him. He's going to retaliate. What does retaliate mean? That's what retaliate means. He has justification now. You destroyed my little babies that I put around. Now I can destroy your people and use germs. I don't care. What? Around the palace, it's supposed to have 50,000 kids, little babies, children around, and therefore, how can you attack me with your bombs? I have little babies, you're hurting the babies, they said. I just heard this on the street, I don't know. I don't know. I just tell you what I heard, I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, he's all,
Forget about all this. The crazy man is a crazy man. But our texts say, by the way, that the trouble comes from the north, which is Botzer. Botzer is what? Iran. Babel is. Persia is. And this is Iran. Iran. Babel. Iran is Babel. No, Iran is Babel. Go down wherever it says Babel. That's a Rashi. But who knows? Anyway, Hashem will help everybody, but definitely you got to tell everybody.
He's also rooting for us.
What?
That he's also rooting for us.
Yeah, okay. Culture.
yes, so we should sign those papers that we actually have.
That's
Who
right.
knows where they
That's
are.
right. And do something about it. We have to announce it. I have to announce it. I didn't announce it today.